Hey, Melvin? It seems like your salary from this month still didn't get paid into your bank account. Yesterday should have been payday, right? Am I getting mixed up here? What's going on?
Mallory, no. Well, you see, what actually happened is my company did a restructure and they're laying off tons of employees.
Huh? What are you talking about? It's not April Fool's Day today, you know.
I'm dead serious. They sprung it on me out of nowhere this morning. Apparently, 3 separate branch offices are being closed down due to steady deterioration in performance over the recent years. The branch I work at was among the terminated.
What the hell? Are they not even going to transfer you or get you a placement somewhere else?
They did mention something about a placement at a different company, but I looked them up, and it turns out they're notorious for shady business practices and subjecting their employees to rigorous, borderline illegal overtime schedules.
How can you know that before you joined them?
You're right, but here's the thing. 2 of my friends have worked there in the past. Both of them ended up quitting after either becoming severely ill or depressed due to the awful conditions. As far as they both tell me, the company's done nothing to improve conditions for workers, and still runs under the same old corrupt executives, under the same old system. So, yeah, I can't exactly say I'm feeling super enthusiastic about that place right now.
How can you be so nonchalant about this? You just lost your job. You should be willing to do whatever it takes to find a new one ASAP.
Don't be so unreasonable, Mallory. Charging into a cesspit of corruption like that, despite knowing exactly what it's like, would be beyond reckless. I have to think things through carefully here. This is our future we're talking about.
That's exactly my point. How do you plan on keeping a roof over our heads?
Of course, I'm gonna look for something else. I plan on doing the rounds on all the job hunting sites starting tonight to get a feel for what's out there and apply for anything that looks promising.
I want a divorce.
Excuse me?
I married you because I thought you were a high earner and showed promise of making it big time. That was the biggest miscalculation of my life.
Huh? Why are you talking to me like this all of a sudden?
I just withdrew all the money from our shared savings bank account. You can think of it as my alimony payment. Look on the bright side. We don't have to waste time fighting through our lawyers now.
What? You just took it without telling me?
I'll have all my stuff together and be gone by the end of the day.
Mallory, just wait a sec!
Toodles! Melvin, what's going on? Is it true you two got a divorce?
Oh, hey sis. Yeah, it's true. Wow. So, this really is true? I can't believe it.
To think you actually begged a girl that beautiful and now she's running away? Did you do something to scare her off?
I got laid off in a restructure.
Huh?
The branch I worked at became a target of restructure because the company's going through some financial difficulties.
What?
They did give me a placement at another company, but they're notoriously shady and subject their employees to awful conditions. I have my own future and mental health to think about, so there's no way I can seriously consider joining a company like that. When I told Mallory that, however, she divorced me on the spot.
Wait, she did what now? Are you sure you explained the situation properly?
Of course, but she wouldn't even hear me out.
What? Something feels so off about this.
Yeah, you're not wrong. When I calmed down and actually thought about what she said, especially the comments she made when she divorced me, I soon understood that she married me under the assumption that she would be free to use me as her personal ATM in perpetuity. She took $4,000 in our shared savings account without even asking me, like it was her birthright. Although, When I think about her wasteful spending habits, it actually doesn't seem that bad, considered as more of a kind of breaking off relations fee. I'd probably suffer more in the long run if we stayed together. Luckily, the account with the money I saved up over the years when I was single remains untouched. Looks like the woman I loved was a scheming gold digger all along. I got tossed aside like a piece of garbage the second the money ran out. Life can be cruel, huh? If I'm honest, I want absolutely nothing to do with her ever again.
I see. Well, if that's how you feel, I won't say anything else on the matter. But in any case, first things first, finding a new job. Got any ideas in mind?
I've been browsing Apple jobs for the time being.
Anything in the pipeline yet?
Unfortunately not.
Well, in that case, I have a suggestion of my own.
You do?
My husband's company are looking to hire some freelancers right now.
Freelancers?
When he gave me a quick rundown of what the job would entail, I immediately thought of you. It seems like it would be a great match for your skills and experience.
No kidding? Sweet!
They do usually hire through the usual official channels, such as job sites and agencies. But you were a top performer at your last company, and I can vouch for you being as hardworking as they come. So when I explained the situation to my husband, he said as long as it's okay with you, he'd like to have you complete a practical test.
Count me in! I'm just grateful for the opportunity. Thanks a bunch, Kira. It's kind of a coincidence you should mention this, because I was actually considering going freelance as one of my options.
It's fate. Hopefully this turns into just the opportunity you need.
Here's hoping. I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, so here's a message from my husband. I'll have one of my HR guys give you a call soon. Sit tight.
Got it. Thanks a bunch, guys.
Hey, Melvin, long time no see. Melvin, are you there?
Who's this?
Don't pretend you forgot me. That's just not possible. It's your wife.
Weird. This isn't my wife's phone number.
Oh, come on, Melv. Now I know you're just plain dumb. It's Mallory. It's been over 3 years. Can you believe it?
What do you want? Did you not have me blocked before?
Well, maybe I might have, but I have no reason to do that anymore. Things have changed. So, what do you say? Shall we get back together?
What? Where the heck did that come from?
Surely me and you don't need to waste time with boring run-ups and introductions.
It's less that we need to, and more that I have no interest of getting back with you to begin with.
Oh, stop being so coy, you sly fox. Trying to hide it won't get you anywhere.
What are you talking about?
You make $75K a year now, right?
Huh? How do you know how much I earn?
Well, you know how one of your old classmates is one of my friends? He told me you and him were discussing your salaries at the bar at a school reunion 2 months ago. A conversation which was overheard by the formerly hottest girl in school as she ordered drinks, who then decided she had the hots for you and went in to make her move, in response to which you defiantly declared, "My heart already belongs to another woman. I have no interest in you."
Ah, that explains it then. I did wonder how you knew. It's true, I did say that. Which is exactly why I won't.
Okay, great. I'm ready. Let's get back together.
Huh?
I think it would be so amazing if we could tie the knot all over again. I want another wedding. Let's remarry, but abroad this time.
No, wait! What the hell? How did you get from what we were just talking about to this? Surely you got the message.
You're so cute when you get all shy, Melvy.
What makes you think I'm being shy?
Do you really want me to spell it out for you?
I don't understand it all. So, yes, please do.
You really, really want to hear me say it, don't you? Okay, I guess I have no choice. I know that the person you said your heart belongs to at the school reunion is me.
What?
I know, you silly Billy. It couldn't be more obvious.
What on earth makes you think like that?
It's only been 3 years. You were head over heels in love with me. That's not exactly something that disappears in such a short space of time. It's okay, Melvin. You can be honest with yourself. And with me. Say what's on your mind. What's in your heart?
I see. Is it fair to assume that not much has changed for you during these 3 years, then?
Well, now that I think about it, I guess not. People don't change overnight. These things take a long time, you know?
You see, actually, all sorts of things have changed for me over the last 3 years.
Oh, is that so? How do you mean? Would you mind giving me some examples?
Firstly, I don't work for a company anymore. I'm a freelancer.
Ah, so that's how you make $75K a year then.
When I got fired, I started thinking a lot about investing in my future and what I needed to do if I wanted to work in the optimal environment for me and lead a happy life on my own terms. I took the plunge and bought myself a house.
Wow, that's great. I can live there with you then.
No, you really can't.
Huh?
Anyway, that's not even the biggest change. The biggest change in my life over the last 3 years is that I got married.
What? Wait, that doesn't make any sense, Melvin. Me and you still didn't fill out the marriage registration forms the second time around.
You still don't get it, do you? I got married to a girl from a company that helped me out big time when I was first trying to get established as a freelancer. We got married just 2 weeks ago, in fact.
What? You're having an affair? How could you do this to me?
An affair?
Yes, that's illegal. Hurry up and divorce her and marry me instead.
Ugh! Just the thought alone is giving me the creeps.
Why?
We are never getting back together, Mallory.
Even though you still love me? Don't deny it.
I'm just repeating myself now, and I get the feeling I'm probably wasting my energy here. But that's where you're wrong. In fact, that's the root of your misunderstanding. If you just accept I have no interest in you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I wonder if you'll accept it soon. Let's just see how far you're capable of deluding yourself. I'm genuinely curious.
Huh?
Do you think a guy you treated like a walking wallet, like your personal ATM, for years and years, is suddenly gonna come crawling back into your arms the moment you snap your fingers, just because you realized he has some money now?
Wow, Melvin. Like, oh my god, I can't even... Are you saying you don't love me?
How do I put this? Rather than not loving you, it's more that I hate you.
Oh my god.
You're a black stain on the past that I'd rather forget about.
No.
Your very existence fills me with disgust.
could you say such things? Stop it! I was sure we were gonna get remarried. I got super excited and took out a loan so I could splash out on a bunch of brand bags and clothes. I was sure you'd pay it off for me as soon as we got back together.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's true. You really haven't changed at all.
What's that supposed to mean?
I want to build a life and a family with someone who loves me for who I am. Not for how much happens to be in my wallet at any given time. I consider myself lucky that my current wife fits that description and sees the world in the same way that I do.
I don't understand.
Whether you understand or not makes no difference to me. Never contact me again.
Wait, Melvin! Can't you at least give me $20,000? Come on, for old time's sake? How am I gonna pay off this debt otherwise? Please? I'll be homeless at this rate.
I found out what happened to Mallory next through her parents, my old in-laws. Apparently, she had been going around spreading the word of me and her getting back together. To them, my own parents, relatives from both families, and even our friends. The first words uttered by my ex-mother-in-law over the phone, after not speaking for several years, were, "You lying, cheating, two-timing rat." She had no interest in listening to what I had to say. Instead, opting to one-sidedly barrage me with an unending tirade of abuse. Having had a feeling things might go down this way, I prepared a record of mine and Mallory's chat logs beforehand. Her mom fell mysteriously silent the moment I sent them all. Her misunderstanding was cleared up in an instant, and with that, the barrage of abuse turned into one of seemingly unending embarrassed apologies. She told me that the plan for Mallory from here on out was to have her work at the family restaurant until she made enough to pay off her debts. Funny enough, I could hear someone crying hysterically in the background as she was explaining this to me over the phone. I wonder who that could have been. LOL. Just to be on the safe side, I had her mom make Mallory write me an official written pledge promising never to come near me or contact me ever again. I'm praying with that I'll have a little more peace in life now.